Greetings and welcome to Spider-Man Porch channel. This time, a nostalgic Nintendo 64 game, The Legend of Zelda. The cartridge appears to be in playable condition. We'll take it apart, we'll clean the contact pads, we will check the battery for proper voltages, and reminisce about the game. See, I absolutely love Zelda. This game is amazing. And, oh, my apologies for the N64 cleaning, the console teardown and cleaning. I was experiencing some side effects from cleaning that console and reminiscing due to military experience, and I started having some PTSD issues and complications. So, if it didn't seem a very if it didn't seem fluid, or if it didn't have continuity between my subjects, it's because I couldn't think clearly. As I was just like, it was just random thought process going throughout the entire cleaning and tear down the console. That's the reason why my previous console videos is that I usually don't say anything or narrate through it, and I knew I should have learned my lesson the last time. It's a lot to actually deal with, tearing some of these consoles apart and cleaning them, and then actually narrating during that time frame too. It's cumbersome. It's really hard, and that's the reason why so I'm gonna have to do some voiceover narration while making some corrections and stuff throughout that entire video, and it's gonna be at least an hour long, maybe a little bit longer than that. That's the reason why the Legend of Zelda cartridge cleaning is in a separate video. I couldn't add this to that one, as it was just very, very long. Look at that. That is awesome. Let's see, we don't take these apart very often, and when you do, you get to see something really, really neat. All right. Oh, hey, before I forget, let's see if I got the right side here. Okay. Color combinations. Gray goes with the gray, the blue and the sword, shield, blue, and then the red, of course, goes with the Zelda and the red. Look good? Cool. Yeah, having this is just incredible. Here, let me get my hands out of the way so you guys can get this like this direction, and then I'll flip it over and rotate it so you guys can see it. You got it? I think you do. How about that? You got it? I think you do. Cool. Well, I was going to say it's a flux free board, but no, look at all that flux on there. Yeah, I'm going to leave this one alone, because as soon as I start messing with it, it's just going to streak and smear, and I basically would have to set the entire board in an ultrasonic cleaner in order to get all of that residue off properly. I don't see any solder problems. They all look really, really good. Like, okay, zooming in. My apologies if that messes with anybody's eyes. Let's definitely clean this. Oh, since I just got the cartridge back into the collection again, let me go ahead and share with you the reason, or what I've been playing in between where I didn't need the cartridge. I have the box set right here. These are absolutely amazing. So if you ever get a chance to play the promotional disc collector's edition on the GameCube, this is the one to get. It's awesome because you get to use your Wavebird controllers. Right? Get to use the Wavebird controllers. Those are exquisite. Sorry about that. That's what I'm worried about, is that digital zoom. Okay, so we don't have any cart-to-board wear line, which is wonderful. You know this is going to shine up brilliant. I mean, these are going to be mirror polished, which is my favorite. It's so gratifying. You know, like you see it and it's there and you're like, okay, that looks really dull and crappy. And then all of a sudden, when you do all the extra work to it, you get to see your progress, how it shines up. It's just so very satisfying. Oh, Zelda. Wear your safety glasses. I remind myself this too. This isn't just for you guys. I have to tell myself all the time, like, put your safety glasses on, man. You really do not want this stuff in your eyes. Yeah, like, you do not want eraser media in your eye. Especially if it's been cleaning a PCB that has been blowing on for years. And Lord knows what anybody had in their breath. And it's just caked on, and if you play it long enough, it'd be baked on breath. And it's not just a couple years worth. It's like whoever had it before you, and then whoever had it before them. Oh, it's cringeworthy. I need to. Yeah. So I spent my birthday, majority of it, just chilling. Just chilling. Wasn't doing much of anything. I watched some movies. I finished watching the entire collection of Captain N and the Game Master. No, Captain N the Game Master. That's a great TV series. I like it a lot. It reminds me of different times, or better times, you know, when I was younger. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, while I'm playing Zelda and stuff, I can't believe how amazing this game really is. The mechanics. I really do enjoy using the N64 controller. I know a lot of people are like, oh god, the controller's horrible, it sucks. I was like, I beg to differ. I think the controller's unique, and it really sets the console aside from all other consoles that were on the market at that time. They were trying to do something, let's say, a little bit of ingenuity, maybe something to do with the controls. At least. But I liked it because it was the way that I was able to position my hands on the controller. It has a very comfortable feel to me. Oh, people, this shined right up. It looks brand new again. Just about. You know, like, brand new used. Slightly used, something like that, you know. I'll look for a reproduction label, but yeah, this is going to play immediately. All right, I'm not going to turn the light off. We don't need to do that. That clicking noise is obnoxious. Check that out. You can see your face in it, and you can see where the dullness on this, or the dullness on this one here. You can see it. You see your face? Brought it right back to that luster we were looking for. Epic. That's why we do this. This game is absolutely amazing. I can't say it enough. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a story time, a little bit of a history behind this game here. I originally got my N64 for my birthday. It was really awesome. I couldn't believe it. And I ended up getting a game prior to this one, because this one then wasn't available at the time or something like that. It wasn't on the shelves until later that year, like 3 months later. Like my birthday's in October, so it wasn't until December, like Christmas time, for Zelda to come out, or it wasn't available to me, like as a present or a gift. So what I got with that console was Quest 64. And I guess, for Quest 64, it was a great start. Like it was a good way to pass the time in between that and needing that JRPG or that RPG feel of a game. And the N64 didn't have that until until the Quest 64 came out. At least for me, and the market that was available for me on the shelves. So, yeah, excuse me. While playing Quest 64, I was looking through the game and booking it, and I beat the game entirely. And there was one scene that I remember so vividly, was walking along a log in the game of Quest 64, no, not Zelda, this is Quest 64, and you see the vines all the way wrap around you in a tunnel tube type style when you're walking through it. And I absolutely loved that sequence or that scene while you're going through the game. And I was like, okay, so if this is Quest 64, I couldn't imagine what Zelda would be like when it came out. And, oh, man. The smile on my face when this cartridge, inbox, everything, when it arrived, and I was like, oh, no way. So, I was like, was a 17-year-old self. Just, I couldn't believe it. And when I got into the game and I could see what I was able and capable of doing, and I was like, oh, no way. All right, so this side doesn't look like it's going to need too much of the buffing, but we're going to go ahead and take a quick shot of this, what it looks like before. You see how you got the little dull haziness and all that, and I'm trying to move it around every which way so you can see that it's not just my hand movement, and but man, I would sit and play this game and I would just go fishing. Literally, I would just take Link up to the fishing shack in that pond and talk to the guy and just go fishing. Because that's something that I would do on the Game Boy DX version too, the Zelda Link's Awakening. Yeah, I would just go fishing. I'd go get the Heart Keeper, of course, but then I would just catch lunkers. And there really wasn't much to grind in this game. It's just all the Skulltulas, you have to go and find them, and I understand that's a little bit of a grind, but it's not a bad grind. It's not like you're going to take forever. It's not going to be, I think the most difficult was the big Goron sword, and then I had to, of course, the what's that, Lens of Truth? The Lens of Truth, right? Isn't that the one you have to get where you get all the masks, and then finally you get the Lens of Truth at the end of it? I think so. And then you're able to continue on in the game too from that point, because you're able to get into that one dungeon with it, or you had to activate something with it. It's been a long time since I played the game. Just so bear with me here if I recall things a little bit off, because it's a vague memory. All right, give me 1 second here. I just hope that you're all having a wonderful day as much as I am. It's so incredible. Yeah, my apologies on the N64 cleaning of that console. I was having some serious issues with PTSD. That's why I'm not going to recall too much of how much I played the console when I was on my first and second deployment. But I would would Velcro the console to the top of my rack while I was sick in quarters. It's pretty impressive of how well it stayed up there. Oh, and then of course, I used that Jensen television. I'll share the link down below of what I used, because we did a cleaning of that, or did a tear down, and a minor attempt to repair it. I think I need to tear it down even further. That little TV screen that I used. Get a new one. But yeah, the ship took a roll. You know, port and starboard. It was like this, and then went like that. And here I was in my rack, and I went out of my rack almost. And in doing so, the N64 fell right on my lap, and the actual cartridge pinched. You know, that area. It was terrible. It was just, I couldn't believe it actually happened. I started laughing because the way that it hit me, and it hit hard, and I was like, ugh, you know, like that noise you make when something strikes you right in the guts. But yeah, the N64, imagine, mounted up, upside down on a rack, controller, and I was sitting here playing away on Connor's bed for a day, not realizing the ship takes a roll, and boom, console drops right on my junk. And I was like, oh, knocked the wind out of me and everything. And I was like, and here I am, I'm already sick in quarters. You know, I was like, you know, nursing my wounds. And then here it is, insult to injury, getting smacked right in the mommy and daddy button, right in the meat and tooth edge with an N64 and the cartridge. And it's, you don't think it's very heavy, man, but when it hits you and it's up a little bit high and it's got some velocity when it hits down. Yeah, I'm laughing about it now, man, but, you know, my own pain. But if somebody else heard that, I was like, ooh, cringeworthy. You can tell that it's during the day. It's what, 6 or 7 in the morning now? Yeah, I'm start getting aircraft noise. So my apologies for any of that. Let's see if we got this all cleaned up. We're going to focus. Wow. Yeah, my camera shut off. Sorry about that, everyone. It's alright, though. It just happens. Yeah, I'll be looking for better cameras here as the channel progresses along. And, oh, by the way, thank you all so very much for your follows and your subscriptions. It is absolutely amazing of how many people are interacting and visiting and telling me that, hey, I played these games too. I know people here in town that follow me and are talking, you know, to me at the with the moose or the bar or something, and say, hey, yeah, your last video was awesome, you know, that kind of thing. Where it's like, I really like the support that we're all receiving here to keep going, to progress, to restore these games and save the consoles as much as possible, and learn along the way. If I mess up on something, hey, I'm going to say I messed up on it. Like my Dreamcast. Oh man, I had such a horrible twitch and a seizure there almost that I scratched the ever-living crap out of that PCB. But at least I have conformal coating to cover it, and it didn't do any damage to any traces. And I was very fortunate for that to happen like that. But, you know, it's like, we live and we learn, and that's what this is right here. It's all a process, you know, a step-by-step process that I've trying to hone, get it down just right. So I'm able to really, really polish up and buff so many cartridges. If I wasn't filming these, it would take half as long, if not a quarter of the time it takes to record and clean these cartridges. And I am just so ever thankful that there are so many other people out there that want to watch and visit and talk and reminisce about these games too. All right, it's good to go. I think we're going to go ahead and put it in the console now, stop procrastinating, and play a game of Zelda. Yes! Oh, it's like happy birthday to me all over again. See you guys in a little bit. Hey everyone, I am back. Let's play a quick game of The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, on the Nintendo 64. Using a LevelHike upscaler and an EasyCap 286 to record. Oh, I love this game so much. Now, I've already played this before. We've already tested on the console cleaning. And now we're going to go ahead and play a quick game with the cartridge cleaning. So you can see that the cartridge is working flawlessly. Oh, he landed on. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. That was great, though. This is exactly what I wanted to do. That's awesome. Let's see how well we can beat this first level boss. Should have a little bit of fun with it. So when I first saw that, playing this console back in 96 or 97, somewhere around there, right? It was just so impressive. It was nothing that I've ever seen on a home console before. You just sit back, relax, wait for it to do its thing. There's always a sequence. Yeah, it's like my Z tunneling. It intentionally wanted me to fail there. I'm getting a lot of hits though in. That's pretty nice. Yeah, you better fix that too, McThird, I think. There are plenty of resources in here too. Yeah, like since I have a half a heart right now, I can always come back here, go around the corners and edges, and then there will be this plant here. I can get all my resources back. Smoke. Let's see if we can get these back real quick. This was a much easier match than the previous ones that I've tried playing it as. You know, where it would make me go through another whole sequence of that. The birthing process. Awesome. Don't forget to grab your heart keeper here too, as a friendly reminder, because the first time I played it through, I didn't even realize that I wouldn't get the heart keeper right away. I had to go pick it up, and I went into the portal right here first. Yeah, and you leave the heart there, and then you have to go all the way back down there again to grab the heart, and it's like, oh, come on. So, there's that. But yeah, seeing this again on console versus playing it on the GameCube, this is just, it's so comfortable with this controller, you know, and yes, I'm using the atomic purple one. It's just, oh, I love it. Love it. It's what I grew up playing. This is incredible to see this upscaled versus what it originally looked like. And there was times where I had to use the RF modulator, you know, that little small little box that goes for it, the R switch. I had to use that a couple of times, or for a while there actually. I had a really old CRT, and it had a unique flat tube. Instead of having the bevel on it, it was actually flat. Nice. Had S-video inputs. So when I was able to source the S-video cable for the N64, it really helped a lot. Got rid of all that extra blur. One thing I do have to say about the LevelHike here is that we're not seeing any rainbow effect on the text. Yes! Because we've seen that on other consoles, notably the Sega Genesis stuff. It's got that rainbowing effect on the letters and context and text. Background, the waterfalls look a little bit interesting. I'm kind of curious. When are we going to get a game that we actually play as them? Goddesses? You know, like a prelude before Zelda and Link, and they were, you know, I think it would be neat. I would believe that the game would be 3 different stories or 3 different tales or legends if they were to actually go by the Star Force goddesses there, and you could play as the goddesses. Just think of this ActRaiser. Remember that? That's very similar in concept, or you could do something on much more broader spectrum. You know, yeah, more meta. And you can keep Ganon. You wouldn't need Zelda anymore in it, or maybe you would as a baby. Maybe Zelda as a baby, or you can go off of their. Yeah, heritage. You can go off of their, you know, like their family line of rule through Hyrule. I don't know. I think it would just be very cool. Just in concept, even. Sad day. It's okay. We got a bunch of sticks to remember them by. Nuts too, right? Don't we have the nuts? Yeah, aren't they the is it Deku tree nuts? Yeah. Is that Deku? Deku stick. Yeah. So we can always remember them by that, right? I was like, what a tool. Down in the comments section, why don't you guys tell me whether or not you would like to see me stream this live if we're going to play this at all? I think that'd be very cool. I would look into grabbing a nice video capture device just for playing this game live. I think that would be amazing. Then I could talk about it, like how long I've actually played this game for, and maybe you guys can give me pointers on where to go next. Because I'm gonna forget. I know I will. I was like, oh man, how do I get that? How do I get that part? You know, like where's that extra golden sculptula? Where's that last one I need? You know, like for my money bag or something. You know? I think it'd be just fun to have everybody interact in chat while I'm playing this, because I think that'd be really cool. Book it, dude, book it! I want to see what the outer world looks like. Or the land of Hyrule. Is that what it's called? Hyrule Field. That's it. That's what it is. Okay, gotta be proper about it. Dude, that looks really good though. I mean, you all are going to see this through the easy cap. I'm seeing this through this actual really nice OLED, what's that, LED Razer TV. It's nice. Get that crisp contrast that I've always been looking for in these games. Before, I was like, everything was so hazy and blurry. It was amazing that I was able to actually play it and beat this game. My favorite of all of the, out of all the stages, has to be the water one. Water temple. And then the second would be fire, and the third would be Ganondorf's stage itself, when you're actually whooping his ass. Yeah, that's fun, because you ricochet back that shot like you did on Link to the Past. With that wizard. Sorry about that. They really mess you up on that one, don't they? That's a trick. So we had to go through all that text twice. Ugh. Hit the fast forward button. Or 1.5 speed. We'll be all good. Alright, so this is definitely testing the limits of the LevelHike upscaler, as well as giving the console a run for its money. You know, like, look how further, or how much depth we're getting on that. And we'll have to run around for a little bit too, because we're going to miss the elevator. Or inside the drawbridge. So get there before it goes up. Ooh, just made it. Yeah. I know what I'm going to be playing for the next couple of days. Alright, so I'm very happy with the way that this has progressed, and the cartridge is flawlessly playing. What I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and save it now, since we have not saved it yet since we beat it. Yeah, that first dungeon. And I don't want to have to go through that whole text from the owl again. It was just very rude of them to put no first instead of the yes. You know, definitely no. See, like right there, that would have been a great time to have the no first and then the yes underneath it. But no, they messed it up on purpose. It's like, come on now, what was that all about? It was very rude, right? For the programmers to do that to us as players? Just saying. It's like, come on, you know I've played it before. I love this game. It's so much fun. There's always something to do. And I am happy that it's not a level progression like Link, that during this style game, it would be tough. It would be very tough. But then again, you could just grind and level up that way then, right? You could farm all your stuff. What's up with all the dogs in this one? It's kind of fun. I'm surprised you don't damage the dogs like you do chickens. I'm sure that's her dog, isn't it? out of all of them. Nope. It's gonna be difficult to do that. Is that one? We'll see. There we go. That was white dog. Or gray dog, or however you want to call it. Excellent. You see, like I said, there's always something to do. It's not just tedious, busy work. It's something fun. Yeah. Zelda. Ocarina time. You know, I have a hard time saying the actual word of ocarina. Or ocarina. I call it something entirely different, and I've noticed myself saying it in videos before, so my apologies. I've had I've had speech problems for a while now. Ever since I've had like this microlepsy condition, I've been having too many seizures, and it just messes with my ability to articulate and speak properly on a lot of things. So that's the reason why it was taking so many years for me to actually narrate my videos. But yeah, I think this will do it. Having a also this type of control. You know, it's the actual GameCube version of it. Oh, this thing is just, it's awesome. It's not too sensitive. It's not overly sensitive. It's just right. Like I don't know. It just has that proper feel to it now. The previous analog sticks that were in this, it's not because they were getting old. It was just because it just didn't, I don't know. It didn't have the proper distancing between here and there. Yeah, something like that. Anyway. Oh, but thank you all so very much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Be healthy. Stay safe. Happy gaming, everyone.